If you've been into photography for quite some time now, you've probably really quickly realized that being a photographer is only about a third taking photos and the rest of the time is spent at your desk, sifting for photos, editing, exporting, and all that not so fun repetitive stuff. So in this video, I'm going to share with you all the ways that my TourBox has helped me to make the editing process faster and more pleasant to get through. So that way I can get back to taking photos even faster, the part of photography that most of us actually enjoy the most. Over the years, I realized that it's just not one particular task that slows me down, but simply all the little interruptions, like when you have to go back and forth between the keyboard and the mouse or the tablet, and that's why having a TourBox has been such a great addition to the way I work. Particularly now that the software includes features like the Dynamic Panel V2 in Lightroom that saves me so much time by eliminating the need to just scroll through Lightroom. But before we get started, full disclosure, this video is sponsored by TourBox, and we've been using their controllers for quite some time now and have reviewed several of them over the years. From the TourBox Neo that I have right here all the way up to the Elite Plus. The reason you're seeing the Neo in this video is that I actually gave my Elite Plus to a very good friend, and personally I don't spend much time editing on an iPad or an Android tablet, so the Neo does everything I need. But if you are someone that works across multiple different devices or edits on the go, the Elite Plus has some really useful extras for that. If you haven't heard of TourBox before, they create controllers designed specifically for creative work. Their controllers provide lots of customizable buttons, knobs, dials that work pretty much with all professional software like Photoshop, Lightroom, DaVinci Resolve, etc. These are just a few that I use myself and make focusing on the work in front of you a lot easier. And it's not just a TourBox controller that you also get access to a TourBox software that also makes working a lot smoother and faster by offering features like the Dynamic Panels V2, which I'll explore later down in this video. Rather than showing you just what every button on the controller does, I will show you how I use my controller specifically with Lightroom and Photoshop in this video and explain why I find it so useful. We've done a few videos in the past where we mostly focused on video, so do feel free to check out our other reviews. I usually use the Neo alongside my Wacom tablet, and this is the Intuos Pro M, the 2017 model. Before I had a TourBox, I found that constantly switching between my tablet, keyboard and mouse was really disruptive to my workflow, and so I wanted something that would complement my tablet. So I decided to use the TourBox Neo alongside that. Now when I'm editing, my left hand very rarely needs to actually reach for anything else. It really helps me by making culling photos, adjusting sliders, and working with Photoshop and Lightroom more enjoyable. TourBox has its own control software where you can map actions depending on the software you're using. I find that straight out of the box it's already set up with a very intuitive layout for a range of different programs. I mainly use it with Lightroom, Photoshop and Resolve. In Lightroom, one of the biggest quality of life improvements for me is being able to cull images with just my left hand. I can go through the photos by rotating the knob, and as I do that, I can rate photos with the arrow buttons. As you can see here, they are mapped to 1, 3 and 5 stars, and with the bottom button, I can remove ratings. With the scroll wheel on the controller, I can also quickly zoom in and out to check if my photos are in focus, and by pressing the scroll wheel, I can quickly fit zoom all the way out. If you're anything like me and have hundreds and thousands of images to go through from every shoot, the TourBox makes the entire process feel so much less repetitive. Another thing I really like in Lightroom about the TourBox is how the software automatically switches between different profiles for the library and the developed pages, so the controls stay relevant to whatever you're doing. The software also automatically switches between different software profiles, but it's nice how in Lightroom that can be customized even further because of how different the actions you perform on each page are. Like I mentioned before, I've also really been enjoying the Dynamic Panels V2 feature because it's been saving me so much time by reducing how much I have to scroll through Lightroom. Another thing I really like about Dynamic Panel V2 is that I can actually hide the Lightroom interface and edit in full screen mode. And then using the Dynamic Panel V2, I can bring up any controls that I need directly using the TourBox. Being in the full screen mode is great for reducing distractions. I'm a lot less likely to wander off to browse this way. It really helps to keep me focused on the editing. You can also move the panels around by dragging them with the mouse, and the TourBox will remember that location, so if you switch panels, they'll also show up in the same spot. The dynamic panel feature has been available for quite some time, but TourBox has implemented a V2 version, which now brings lots of new additions for the types of panels you can bring up. In Lightroom, I just mainly prepare images to be then retouched in Photoshop, and the TourBox makes it very easy to adjust things like sliders for exposure, contrast, highlights, shadows, white balance, etc. Especially when I can bring these up with the TourBox as well. I find that using the knob on the TourBox is a lot more accurate than just dragging the sliders with a mouse. And with the scroll wheel on the controller, I'm able to go through all the sliders within the panel, so I can easily make adjustments that I need with just my left hand. In the Dynamic Panel V2 version, TourBox has added panels for the tone curve, compositions mode in crop mode, color grading, and presets as well. The tone curve panel brings up the tone curve, and with the TourBox I can scroll through the color channels. Then with the mouse I can hover over the curve, and with the TourBox adjust the curvature. I find that using the TourBox to do this is a lot more precise than just dragging the curve with the mouse. The new composition mode in the crop tool allows you to zoom in and out, rotate and pan left and right and up and down a lot more smoothly. All the actions can be done from this single panel, so you can adjust your aspect ratio and then just go straight into composition mode to refine it. The color grading panel gives you quick access to the color wheels. Again, as I hover over the color wheels with the mouse, I can easily adjust them with the TourBox. The TourBox lets me to adjust the hue with the knob and then control saturation with the scroll wheel. In the past, I found that doing this with the mouse can feel a little imprecise, as it's easy for your hand to jitter a little bit and you have to really focus on your hand movements. So the TourBox makes this a lot more effortless. You've also got other controls on here as well for luminosity, blending, and balance. The last new addition is the presets panel. You can now select presets that you want to show up in the panel. I've added the ones that I use the most. So this panel allows you to browse through the different presets with the TourBox, and I really like how you can also adjust the amount here as well. The TourBox gives you full control over how you want to map out the keys. It's easy to start out with just the default layout and then gradually map out the keys to different functions as you discover what you like and what you need. For example, I have mapped the short button to apply auto settings in the library page. There isn't an action for that yet, so I created a preset in Lightroom and mapped the button to that preset. You can actually map a huge number of actions to your TourBox. As you go through the software, it gives you all the different key combinations that you can use, so feel free to just experiment with it. If we now move to Photoshop, I'll show you how I pair the TourBox with my Wacom tablet. For me, I find that they complement each other very well. For example, when I'm dodging and burning, which is what I mostly spent my time doing in Photoshop, I adjust the size of the brush with the Wacom dial, and then with the TourBox I can easily zoom in and out with the knob. I have the side button set to spacebar, so I can also easily move around the image with the pen. Pressing the knob down also switches the foreground and background colors. I have the arrows set to toggle between the brush, stamp tool, and clone tool for when I'm using frequency separation. I also use the TourBox Neo for video editing with DaVinci Resolve, but we have covered that quite extensively in our other reviews. So I thought that in this video I would just focus on the photo editing aspect of it. Individually, all these little actions don't take very long, but when you're switching between them hundreds and thousands of times a day, the frustration can really start to add up, which makes it a lot harder to stay focused if you're just not enjoying what you are doing. And the TourBox for me just cuts out a lot of those repetitive actions. It also didn't take me very long to adjust to using the TourBox Neo. And like I said before, having the different types of buttons, knobs, and dial makes it really easy to build muscle memory. For me, I found that the biggest benefit isn't really cutting down on that editing time. It's making the entire editing process feel more effortless, and therefore I can focus better and for longer. And who doesn't want tools that make their work more enjoyable? It's a bit like having a really nice keyboard or a mouse. This is my Newfie keyboard, and it just really makes me want to type because of just the way the buttons sound. I genuinely look forward to writing script just because I enjoy the sound and feel of the switches. I will even just like switch off the keyboard sometimes and literally just type on it for fun. The TourBox gives me a very similar feeling. The tactile buttons, dials, and knobs make editing a lot more engaging and satisfying. In every review that we've done in the past, that's one thing that we've consistently pointed out. It's just a very fun tool to use, and I think there's a real value in that. If a tool makes something you do a lot more enjoyable, that's a worthwhile investment. Not to mention how much more pleasant the actual TourBox software makes editing too. It's not just the physical controller that saves you time, but also features like the Dynamic Panel V2. TourBox has a range of different controllers available depending on your needs and budget. I've used quite a few of them over the years, and I'll leave links to our previous review in the description if you'd like to learn more about them. At the end of the day, editing is a huge part of photography, so if there is a tool out there that can make the whole process more enjoyable and smoother, it's definitely worth exploring. Anyway, that's it for this video. If you do have any questions, feel free to pop them down in the comment section below and we'll do our best to try and answer them. If you like the video, please do give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more. You can also follow us on Instagram right here, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!